I watched part of the uh
Quiet on
tech
the
talk.
set. Getting ready to go live, people.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz. And why don't we hear you?
Oh, it helps if I open up the mic and not rely on push to talk.
That would help.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a few days.
Yep.
Okay, so
It's been a few
welcome.
days. Take
This
one
is-
day
this is-
off, and it all goes to hell.
This
I
is
tell you.
Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news. You don't have to.
That's
And now I have
right.
to fix the Zoom where it's not displaying
Where it actually
your
shows
picture.
the right people in the right place, or shows the right
Yeah.
screen, or whatever it is. Welcome to today's show, everybody. It is Thirsty Thursday here, March 1st, 2018, inside Shroud of the Avatar. And yes, we are back. It was only one day, as we missed you guys as well. You know, everybody starts freaking out when we take a day off around here these days. It's like, man, where did they go? Gotta get my Glass and Jack Jones on, man. Gotta get my Jones on. What am I gonna do
Yeah.
during lunch? I tell you. Well, you listen to us in replays, that's all. But yes, we
Yep.
are back, and again, it is March, and you know what that means? That means it's launch month, people. It's that time. Tick tock, the clock is ticking away. The 26 days left before the official candidate release. Release candidate.
That's right.
Launch. Whatever we're calling it.
And Zoom's being so weird.
Well, exit and come back, that's all. Pin to...
Well, you're pinned to 2, but it's not displaying. It's only displaying my pretty face.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I broke it.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it was the update for Streamlabs broke it.
Oh, I saw that beforehand, but I didn't do the
Yeah.
update. I figured I would wait because otherwise,
Yeah.
every time I update it, it announces the stream just went live, and that's really annoying. So I don't know why
Yeah.
it does that.
Hey, I'm ready for that 26 days. Or you could think about like tomorrow, 1 day, 2 hours, 56 minutes is the post-mortem.
That's right. Happening
We do have that
tomorrow.
good stuff coming.
Those of you folks who have been waiting for it, tomorrow is going to be the day where you can save a little scratch. Because during the post-mortem is when you can get all sorts of things that are already on sale, even more cheaply on sale or discounted,
I
as it
know.
may be.
You got to love the fact
They
whenever
put the
do
sales on the sales,
Sales on
yes.
sales on
You know.
sales. Yeah.
It's almost as bad as Shroud Marketplace, but, you know.
Hey, you know what? I don't know if you've paid attention, but there was this awesome thing on Shroud Marketplace with the Dragon Bone Throne. That's all I got to say.
I know. Did somebody
Well,
actually sell one in the competition for the Dragon Bone Thrones yet?
yeah.
Or what's the story with that?
Well, let's look at Shroud Marketplace real quick, and you'll laugh at this. If we do a search for the Dragon Bone throne. You can see that there's 3 different players selling them right now, and there's a price war with a buy one get one free. Then there's buy one and buy one. So I mean, you got to love that stuff. 3 different people selling Dragonbone Throne right now, and
That is too funny.
If you want that dragon statue that is $600-$700 on the store. There's one on Shroud Marketplace for significantly cheaper. Yeah. Yes, or you can always drag it.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to do a search for it, and it's putting the bot macros in for the soundboard. Not helping me much.
You're doing that. I'm trying to figure out how can I get Zoom to actually target the actual different.
And I'm not having a whole lot of luck there. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally.
I mean, if I can get that here.
Don't mind us. We take one day off, and it just totally throws off our rhythm and functionality and everything else around here.
It's whenever you do updates on things, it screws stuff up. I mean,
which is one of those things that people don't understand with what we do. Is a lot of the software we use, a lot of the things we use to produce this every day, has many different moving parts and several different viable updates on any given day that both of us need to use. And his machine may react one way, mine may react another way, or they may actually cooperate. But
it's like that awesome soundboard bot that we use
every day. That we sit there, we keep our fingers
the weirdest
crossed.
Issues ever.
Whether it's actually going to function or not.
Yeah, I mean. The silly part about it is we still are stuck on like 1.4.12, and there's a 2.2.2 that's in beta right now, but that doesn't work.
Yeah, it hasn't worked.
I don't know. I mean, I see some people on our lots holding this awesome mug. Let's talk about that.
Well,
real quick.
we got Thex. He's wearing a mug, and he's got a matching cloak to go with it. Of course. I see a new bug. Maybe that's just the lighting, because that cloak actually looks green hanging on the wall over there.
It's all of the light sources that are blue that are
just doing all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I should just be in regular mode so I can do things like this.
Yeah, it looks pretty aqua.
It is aqua.
But yes. Thex, you want to tell us about that lovely cloak while I try and actually put one on myself?
Excellent. Yes. We are at March 1st, and at the Airy Fund, we're proud to announce that today we're live with the Ripple Effect, which is our water-themed March event. It's running all 30 days in support of water.org. Which is a great organization. As you know, our friends at Portalarium have been supporting them for quite a while. They do a lot of work around the globe in providing access to safe water and sanitation, because toilets and drinking water and all that good stuff is a good thing. So we're running a campaign all month long, and part of that, we have these sweet rewards that we're looking at right now, including this Ripple Effect Community Cause Cloak, which actually has the water symbol from the game on the back, and a pretty stellar glowing mug of water that actually has the water effect inside of it. I think it's the first cup.
When I first saw the pictures when this was being worked on, I looked at it and I said, interesting. But when I actually got a mug to put down and use with the nice glow, I was like, wow, they've really gone a step above on this for the campaign. And
absolutely.
Yeah. Again, we're going to have a Star on with the representatives from water.org on the Airy Fun Live, not this Friday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And we're going to talk a whole lot more about all that stuff. But You want to tell the good folks how they can get their hands on one and what happens after the
Indeed.
ripple effect is over and all that good stuff? While we've got you here today, might as well give them all the details. We're going to be telling them all about it over the next couple of weeks anyway. But
Yeah, the funny thing with this mug is the initial idea. I was just kind of holding a regular beer mug and took a picture of that and said, "Can we do something cool with this and maybe make some water in it?" And you can see what they came back with, which is absolutely awesome. But yes, to get these cool rewards, just visit airyfund.org and pledge your support for the Ripple Effect. $25 gets you the all digital package, and that includes the mug and the cloak. When you make your donation, we ship these items to you in the mail within 24 to 48 hours. And I know Jack has said this many times, but he handles all that. So look for his email when that comes in your mailbox. But yeah, we're going to be doing water-themed events all month. We're going to have a streamathon towards the end of the month, 24 hours, where we support water.org. And we invite everybody to come check us out. Check out our page on the forums and the Make a Difference forum. Check out our airyfund.org. Sign up for an event. And, of course, participate and attend some events. And when you do, make sure you wear your cool cloak and your mug so other folks can see it.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. Show your support.
Then whenever someone says, "Hey, where'd you get that cool mug from?" and then you just say airyfund.org.
That's right.
Go
gamers
support
helping
the Ripple
gamers, trying to change
right.
the world, folks. One donation at a time, helping us help others get fresh drinking water where there is none. The access to toilets versus cell phones stat just really blows my mind.
Right.
As the infamous Kelly Bundy would say, it just wobbles the mind that people have more access to cell phones than toilets. And let's not forget the Cobalt toilet available out there in the add-on store as well. Help support that cause for those of you guys. And hey, we provide access to toilets right here on the lot 24/7. If you need access, we've got them.
They're not clean.
In game.
Well, they've got facilities. Nobody ever said anything about clean. That's Led Zepp's coffee maker. Don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah,
folks.
I've been in there. Never again.
The coffee maker's exploded several times. That's all it is. Don't take it.
There's a reason that there's some skeletons around mine.
Yeah, if you need to go, just dip behind the piano.
Closet. No, these are skeletons in the outhouse.
There's cleaner facilities behind the inn for the inn's guest only. Yeah.
But yes, water.org is a fantastic charity. And if you don't know, that was actually started by Matt Damon as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
bringing accessible water to everyone. And so they do have several initiatives. They work with various partners in order to do that. And my email is blowing up right now.
I don't know. You're maybe that's all the.
It's on vibrate right
in.
now. So
yeah.
So yeah, it is stuff.
I don't know what's happening. Is
so,
it me
yes.
or is it Jack? You're clipping like every other word or so.
He's clipping a little bit.
Okay, just want to make sure.
You broke things, man. You broke things.
It's all my fault.
It's always your fault.
It's all my fault.
And thanks to those, we got some donations coming in right now as we're talking. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
and again, with your help out there in the community, I've found again one of the reasons why I am so enamored with this community was the outreach of good wishes and support I got from people I didn't even know my first couple months. I landed in the hospital, and I'll tell the story over and over again. I joined the game, wound up in the hospital a couple months in, and people came from either coast of Florida to see me, hour and a half drive each way, who I've never met before from this community. One was my guild member, Win Silver Moon. One was Striker Sparhawk from Happy Hour. I don't know, I forget his guild, but came to send well wishes, and I got cards, I got letters, I got phone calls from people I didn't know who just went out, looked me up, found my phone number, and called me up and says, "Hey, man, I hope you're doing good." And that was it. Yeah, this community was the most freaking awesome thing I had ever encountered in a long, long time. And it's from folks like you out there who are willing to help that make these causes really what they are. And having Portalarium back us, having water.org on the on board, and all the people behind it, man, I gotta love this shit. I mean, people wonder why I have such a great catchphrase, man. I love this shit. It's great stuff,
absolutely.
man,
And just to piggyback on what you're saying, I mean, that's so true. And at Airy Fund, we wouldn't be here without all you guys out here supporting us. We do this. We work really hard to do this stuff because you guys are very receptive to it, and you're very generous with your support.
Yeah.
And we can't thank you enough for that.
Iron Maiden
also
took
don't forget that.
really great leap of faith, and then he paid it forward, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, here we are a year later.
Here we are. So wonderful things come from people who take action, and taking action could be just as little as buying a cloak, getting a cup, and supporting the cause, and that causes the ripple effect, people. That's how it works.
Yes.
But how about we move right along? We'll be telling everybody more about the ripple effect throughout the whole month. We're just kicking it off today big time. And again, get out there, get those cloaks, show your support throughout the month, throughout the year. And we've got a big announcement on how you can win a game key with the Shroud account. All sorts of great things with Shroud of the Avatar. The good guys at Portalarium are teaming up again with the folks from the Merits app and the launch event at South by Southwest. Jack, you want to tell the boys and girls a little about this one?
So if you have access to the Merits app, don't forget it is a free app for your phone, and they do track like your fitness stuff. So you do have to like do some sort of fitness instead of just sitting on the lot all day. You can download that app, and there is a sweepstakes on it for winning a game key, and there is 3 different prizes. The grand prize is going to be a town bundle of the player's choice. The second prize would be a village tax-free bundle of their choice, and the third prize is the 2-story row bundle of their choice. So, and don't forget, those are the POT only tax-free deeds. It is not the older place anywhere tax-free deed. But each entry is 3,000 merits points and 10 bonus entries per scavenger hunt check-in at South by Southwest.
That's
and
right.
Details for that will be posted at the merits booth. And keep an eye out for Easter eggs for extra bonus entries. And see the Merits app for more information. And then there will be a giveaway number 2 when you visit the Shroud booth at South by Southwest for other chances to win a free game giveaway. Participants must be present at 5:30 Central Time back
Have
at the
to
booth.
be present to win
for
folks.
the drawing.
Have to be present at South by Southwest for that drawing.
And tickets may be redeemed on other days while at South by Southwest, but can only be redeemed once. So that is going to be awesome for the Merits crew giving stuff away at the Shroud of the Avatar booth.
Shroud
And if you look at that map, I love the location
Southwest.
right next to
Yeah, it's awesome.
esports tournament.
Yeah, great
as
location,
well as the PC arena.
Yeah.
Perfect location.
It's gonna be wild with that esports booth right there, man.
Oh yeah, so that should be a very high traffic area. Lots of people talking.
Well, that's. I mean, the booth backs up to it. There's 2 other booths behind it, but I'm sure it's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, that's a shit ton of traffic right there.
That's a perfect spot. I mean,
Yeah. And what is that over there? That's an entryway right there, where people are going to be funneling right into that the venue there, isn't it?
Well, ticket and distro queue is going to be on the far left.
What's that? The blue and red.
Men's
right there
and
on the
women's
far right.
bathroom.
Oh, those are bathrooms. Oh,
Bathrooms?
even better. Even better. It's a real high traffic.
The
area.
entrance. The entrance would be in the bottom middle.
I see.
between the
gotcha.
2 sets of bathrooms there. So there are going to be 3 sets of bathrooms, and
High
but
traffic.
yeah, but it will still be a high traffic area, and especially with the esports tournament and the PC arena. So someone just texted me asking about what did I say about being present at 5:30 at South by Southwest. The giveaway number 2 from the daily booth giveaway from Merritt's, where they're going to be giving away a chance to win a free game key. That is something where you do have to be present at the Shroud of the Avatar booth in the Merritt's people
Daily boot
back.
giveaway number 2.
That
Remember,
is going to be taking
there's
place.
2 of them. That's right, 2 of them. As I hold up number 3. There's 2 giveaways. One is the all-player sweepstakes, and number 2 is the daily booth giveaway. So one is electronic, one you have to be in person at South
Physically
by
present,
Southwest for. So yes, multiple
But
ways to
those
get
are
in on the
good
goodies.
Free stuff.
And
Can't pass
free.
that up.
Yeah, all you got to
Yes.
do is get out there and move it, move it, move it. Need that audio clip. I got to get that audio clip just for that.
And I finally got you back on screen. So, yeah. You're on screen for a couple of the views. So whether or not it's all of them yet.
I've been sitting here just really fascinated with the fireworks show going on in the background here.
The meteors in the background, yeah.
Well, I'm sort of wondering because it looks like they're coming from I thought the rotation was the moon came over the top of the yin and went that way. So I'm wondering why I'm seeing stuff coming up from there. Shouldn't it be coming from the other way, or are we still seeing it as it's passed? On the other side of the world, leaving. I don't know. It's pretty hard to. Or are we surrounded by a whole asteroid belt of little meteors, and we only just see the big one?
Well, you do. Okay, so you know that moon thing that's in the sky where I can't see it right because
it's on the other side of the world
where
right now.
It was 2 moons that collided.
Right,
and so you are going to see tons of detritus coming down and falling.
Well,
so yes.
I have a problem with that because for the last couple hundred years we've been living with the collided moons without all this effect until this new asteroid has entered our atmosphere.
You know what? It's one where, hey, that is going to be debris falling for a very long. And I love the fact that List is playing the 2000 Space Odyssey song. But yeah, we do have lots of good things, and yeah, that was completely necessary.
I love this shit.
And hey, don't forget airyfund.org. Make that donation, and actually, I will be sending you the things out. And let's see, where are you watching? So that way I
What's that?
figure out what to fix.
That was stupid.
You are twice as loud as I am today. So when you talk, it drowns me out. I don't know where Justin is watching or listening.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Radio or not. Radio or
and actually on the radio your adjustment's actually higher than mine, so I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving right along, what else we got for the boys and girls? That's hot late breaking news now.
We've got that all important thing coming out on Friday, which is the post-mortem, and don't forget that they will be doing segments for that. And if you contribute those questions, you can do so on the Shroud page, if I can ever actually find the proper page. So they do request that you post your questions on the announcement for that there are 83 comments right now, so 83 different questions possible.
83 comments already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and don't forget this live stream on Friday for the postmortem is going to have start off with the introductions and postmortem Q&A. Then at 3:45 they're going to be going into the deep dive for combat, followed by a world building tour with new scenes and side quests. Then back into deep dive number 2 with physical goods, which is your reminder to update your address.
My hot tub.
Yes, for those physical goods.
Still waiting on the hot tub I won from the last marathon.
Message Barrick on the forums.
I've got the messages in. I've been to support. I've given them the answer, and they still haven't gotten back to me yet.
Yeah.
I know they're busy.
Yeah, 6:15 is the postmortem Q&A continues, and then it ends at 7. She's listening on the radio.
Radio. So what is the complaint?
You're twice as loud as I am on the radio. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Laz did that on purpose.
Yeah, he does. He does. He really does. It's got to be the loudest man in the room.
Who,
The
me?
best way.
I don't know what you're
Best-
talking about.
What's that white noise I hear? Oh, that's Jack.
Yeah. Okay, so we do have questions, and we can interpret answers.
We can do that. So is that what we're going to do today?
Yeah.
We're going to do question
Well,
and answer today since I
or-
guess since tomorrow.
Or before we do that, do you want to talk about what's going to happen to the forums?
Well, I figured the boys and girls
that's
may like to know about that. I don't know. I mean,
I want to know.
Just a little bit of thought, but let's go ahead and tell
And-
them about that.
And I closed that tab. Awesome. Oh, man. Well, hold on. Let me scroll up a little bit, get that tab back. And I
I
can't.
had it. I just wasn't right where I was supposed to be on it. But yes, we have.
Yeah. I closed the wrong tab, which is pretty funny. So we do have an update from the crew at Portalarium. I just chose the wrong one. Where they're going to be redesigning the forums again.
And this was posted by Ceres, signed Beric and Ceres.
Yeah.
As to, I guess, the boys brainstorming and sitting down, taking note from the big boys and what they've done with their forums and how they structure and what they've learned over the years and passing that knowledge on, maybe? I don't know. Or
Well,
are we just taking
they're-
a shot in the dark at what they think is going to be streamlining the forums and...
It's going to be something where they decide to try to cause problems. Trying to
confuse us.
confuse everybody because some things that are, it's like even naming things like the town hall, where that's going to be the announcements, developer blog, new player welcome, and community events. But then it's not things like the Make a Difference and the Fire Lotus Tavern, but those are community forums, where the game forums are general discussion, game features, release feedback, and localization. It's then avatars around the world, which will be language-specific forums for different communities there, including German, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian, and more languages will come at some point in time. And then you have the Dev Plus forum. So that will be coming, and we will see how that goes and see how confused everybody is because things don't make sense. And while they're restructuring, they're also going to be archiving a bunch of the older content as well as adding categories, and breaking and expanding the moderation team, onboarding moderators for the respective language sections. Yeah.
So get ready to be confused because I'm already confused because.
Well,
So,
be
some
prepared
some
for,
some
for
of
the
these
forums to
categories
break.
just need to go. I mean, in my opinion, some of them are just some of them don't need to even be there. Some of them are redundant. I mean, do we really need to take up screenshot and video galleries in the forums? I mean, does that really need to be there?
Hey,
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's I
It's
expect
not
when
like
they do
Twitter
that,
and Facebook and a million other sites that NBNN included. Doesn't already post all sorts. We need a place for to collect this stuff. I guess. Yeah.
it's
I
going to
don't
be
know.
weird.
Don't know. Yeah.
It's going to be weird. And I expect that as soon as they make that transition, they will be also breaking the form for a couple days.
We'll see about that.
We'll see.
We shall see.
It's all good. It's all good. Scroto wants to listen to O Fortuna.
I don't know.
He especially wants the dance mix of it, of the 1,001 different dances of a
The dance mix.
700-old home. Yes.
All right, moving right along. Let's get to some fun stuff over here. Let's get to
You
some
want fun
questions.
You want stuff?
Well, you saw, you came, you went back to sleep. I understand.
Absolutely. Love that rephrasing, right?
I understood the first time, but
Yeah. Someone needed a nap.
we starting off at the top, I assume. I'm just gonna take a good guess at that one, right?
Well, the first one is. You have to remember you're supposed to be able to ask at least 3 questions, and then they'll filter them, and eventually the star will turn around and
You're only
answer 'em.
supposed to ask 3 questions.
Yeah, only supposed to. But Warrior B Patrick starts off with several periods instead of question marks. With I would like to suggest a 2,5 and 10 spot planting bed. I would use this for lot borders and plant roses or trees around my lot for decoration or privacy. I could use a planting pot or barrels, but a nice lined row starting at ground level would look better. And Shannon wants to second that question, but I did not see a question. That's a suggestion.
That is a suggestion. That is a feature request.
Yes, that is a feature request. Raul wants to know, in regards to the Soda API, is there any way or are there any plans to easily map the archaic item archetypes that are visible in the game-related API calls to the actual in-game item? As it stands, there are a lot of archetypes that are not readily mappable by just looking at the name, like Rug 1. Well, we do know that API comes, a lot of that API development is going to come post-launch. Because what would you rather them do? Spend their dev time working on the API or finishing the game or trying to make it better?
Yeah, let's get all the items into the game that need to be into the game. This way, when we do the API, it can call the proper items once we know the final list of items. That would make sense.
Yeah, so it is.
As it is, I already still have 3 different instances of apples, 3 different instances of arrows, 3 different instances of a handful of other things that I cannot stack together, but I have multiple stacks of, which,
You've got to get your stacks. Yeah. That's the API calls. Hopefully they will change the naming conventions for some of those to actually make them make sense.
Yeah, making all gems called gems, all fragments called fragments, things like that.
Hopefully they'll make that stuff actually better in the database. And are there plans to add an event type in the API to make player listing items on a vendor visible or queryable? And his particular purpose for this would be to provide cost of costing of crafted items by average price if someone wanted to buy components from vendors. Well, that would be a great idea, but you would also have to consider not just the crafting items,
Man, that piano's loud.
but also all the items that you blew up in the process of making that one item. If you're going to actually get that cost in there, because saying that
on Discord,
the piano's loud on Discord.
Yeah, got nothing.
Yeah, I'll turn on my in-game. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, whenever you start doing that stuff, because saying that you only need, say, 100 wood in order to make a plus 15 bow is not accurate. It is, in order to make that one item, you're going to blow up probably 30 or 40 items.
Yeah, exactly.
So it would be, so saying that the number of items so that way you could break down the cost actually doesn't work very well, especially when you start getting into enchantment and masterwork.
Not for nothing, but whenever I see somebody who gives me a reason like this about this API, I want to use it to break this down. That just screams, I just want to be able to find the best information possible for my own use. And again, that's all we ever want it for. So let's just cut to the BS. We all want to pull out our own specific information out of it. And one of those things that I am against is putting vendor pricing out there so that it becomes a race to which vendor has the lowest price on an item at this point. So I'm just going to get that point out of the way real quick right here, right now.
Yeah, but the updating the list of like scene names, item names, those things, that should take priority over something like material breakout. Because that should actually be a higher created resource. Earl von Draken wants to know, when will Esteban finally be allowed to update the Brittany Fields map? Whenever it gets assigned to him.
Whatever.
Yeah. Then dropping down to Raven Swiftblow. Question 1, when the add-on store changes go into effect, will the Kodo vendors in game still be listed on the website with what they carry? That's a good question.
I believe the idea is that the recent updates were supposed to tie, when they put them on sale on the website, they also go on sale on the Kodo vendor. But that's
that
my
I don't know, but that would be a good thing. Since it is, whenever anything's added on sale, it is just a SQL database update. So it should be easily possible in order to actually tie that to not just the add-on store, which is the cash store, but the in-game Kodo store. So it should work. If the Kodo vendors will still be listed on the website, will they get updated to correctly reflect carry? Confused.
I don't get the question.
Yeah, I don't either, because there has been this was written February 15th, and we actually have seen several patch notes where they have added a bunch of items to Kodo vendors. So maybe that's taken. Will we ever see a one world system instead of loading screens between Novi and the Hidden Veil? The answer is no. Nope. It's going to be an instance-based game no matter what. And it is a throwback to the original Ultima games that had an overall travel map, and then you had individual adventure scenes. So that is very
You had
Ultima-esque.
to enter the castle and go meet the bard and go steal the key and go unlock the princess and go steal all you could from the vendor. And that's what we're missing. Stealing? Well, no, we're not really. I guess not.
You can't pickpocket a vendor.
Yeah, well, I used to love stealing the blaster, the 25,000 point, gold piece blaster from the vendor. It was always great. Sell it back.
But I was going to say, related to that, then what I would like to see is more interactivity on the overworld map, which I hope that they're planning on doing. I'm still frustrated that by the lack of
You can't summon
spawns on the
pets.
overworld map.
You can't summon pets on the overworld map.
Hey,
should
you
be
can't
able to
even
summon
cast the
pets.
strength spell. I mean, you cannot cast Strength of Earth.
Well, you're supposed to do that before you leave the scene so that you can walk home with it, aren't you? Or do you lose
Hey,
that on
when
scene
it's
change?
on a timer, it's not always enough.
That's right. You're halfway there, and all of a sudden it craps out on you. Yeah, it doesn't.
And then you're back to molasses mode, and yeah, where that's when I hit the plus on my keypad, and then I
You
just
got a
walk
ring
away
of
from the
brittle
computer.
brawn or two for sale. I think I may have a belt of the ox or two
Yeah, no.
available out there for sale. You know, you need those extra buffs. You know, call Laz. Laz has got stuff like that. And of course,
I don't
I'll
have the
sell it
in-game
to
gold
you.
for that.
You
I think
pour
I'm
again?
down
You
to
pour again?
wait. I am down to 21,000 gold.
Ouch.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
I know. It's like, what did I do from
what are you
the?
doing for a year and a half?
No. What happened to that?
You got to
600K I
understand,
had the
he
other day.
just sold a crap ton of gold. He's selling gold to pay his
Oh,
rent
okay.
for crying
All
out
right,
loud
all
right
right.
now. So. Don't let him cry
Shroud
too
Marketplace.
poor on you. Yeah, you know, he's selling gold to pay rent here.
No,
So, no.
Well,
no
that and I'm also
panhandling,
send, that, and I'm also sending out all the cloaks,
Yes.
and that does cost me.
You know, he does
mugs.
incur just a wee bit of cost sending all those cloaks out by mail.
Yes.
And
He's like the guy on the street corner with the sign that you give some money to, and then you watch him get into his Mercedes and drive
that's
away
right.
at the end of the night.
That's you know what?
I don't own a Mercedes. Wait, hold on. Do I need to remind you what lights are on in my car?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's still there.
I tell you what, man, there was a guy who used to
That
work
light is still on.
used to work the PATH stations down in 34th Street, Manhattan. Man, a guy wore a Gucci suit, and had $1,000 suitcase, and he'd go and he'd work people. He'd go, listen, I was just mugged, and I need $15 to get home to Jersey. Can you buy me a ticket? And people would hand him a $20, $20 bill and say, here, get home safe, keep the change. And that's all the guy did all day long, was claimed he was mugged and panhandled $20 off people all day long. The guy's wearing $1,000 Armani suit, mind you. Well, he has a good gig, The guy's got a good gig.
Yeah, I don't have that gig or anything approximating that.
Yeah, so when you see Jack standing on the overworld map, rattling that ripple effect mug, looking for some change, just keep walking.
Yeah, just drop a
to do
coin or
that.
two on him because he needs it.
What are you talking about? I would never do something like that. I drink out of my mug.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I had to bust his balls today when I got here because not only did he have one on display, he had one in his hand as well. And I was like, you bastard. And then he had to go ahead and put them all over to set his lights, which I really like. So we should take away some of the lights and put them out for effect just so we can gather some...
I do have a very limited number, and as people donate, those will be cycling through everything, because remember, I am responsible for those distribution. So if you do make a donation to the Airy Fund, $5 or more, you'll be receiving the in-game mug as well as the cloak, the Ripple Effect 2018 glowing mug.
Like I always say, if you like something, tell me. If you don't like something, tell Jack.
That's right.
Yes.
You want to see more of something? Let Dex know. We'll do what we can to...
Yeah. Hey, but Polaris Penguin wants to know that he did a search as commanded and couldn't find this one. When can we expect to be able to drop broke quests from our journal? Not just hide them, but drop them once they're done. I have the witch quest, which gave me the anti-virtue painting, but the journal keeps telling me to go back to the witch, and the witch tells me the quest is done.
I have a shroud, and I still need to find Charlotte.
Bug.
Find Charlotte.
Yeah. It's a bug.
Bug.
Yeah. And that is something that you do have to bug report, kind of like the hey, I've completed this entire quest line, but since they've added side quests and done some others, it sometimes triggers the quest instance again, not realizing that you've completed the quest. I will probably be doing the quest reset in the very near future. So that way, everything's going to be blue on my. Not that it isn't already, as I pan towards downtown, see the blue sparkles on my. So, got time for a couple more questions?
I don't think he's going to be a happy camper.
No, well, it is a bug, and it does need to be bug reported.
Talking about your next question.
Oh, Cypher Black with the will pot owners be able to place pets in the streets of their towns and foresters areas? No.
Not gonna do it. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and although at some point in time we are supposed to be able to get spawners for player-owned towns.
Yeah, for your basements.
Yeah, we'll see.
For your properties.
Yeah. Can all monies made on telethon days be added to the pool for the stretch goals?
Not gonna do it.
They're not going to do that because that becomes something that they're trying to get those donations during the telethon, but they are contributing all those monies for the actual total number of donations. But if you look at the display, they only track the donations made during the telethon, not the entire day.
Well,
I think it would be nice.
Yeah, he's going. We can probably get those stretch goals if we count all that money, but the idea is to get more money during that short period of time, and that's what he's not understanding. Yes,
I would love to see that happen, so that way, if I come back, because I'm in a completely different time zone than Portalarium, and hey, they did this streamathon at 3:00 in the morning, and then I had to go to work and couldn't watch any of it, and so I missed the entire thing. And I would like to contribute and see that money contribute. So yes.
Well, at least you do get the rewards for contributing during the 12-hour period, which which is a far cry from the way it used to be, because used to be if you only donated during the telethon, that was it. You only got it during that time. So I would feel blessed that they do the extended hours as it is, but that's just me.
And someone said that they actually sold gold to pay the water bill once.
Great that works.
Yeah. And I don't have a drinking problem. I got problems, so yeah. Yeah. Oh, hydro is electricity. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The electric bill. Yeah.
Using hydroelectric?
Yeah. Whereas I had solar panels on, or my house actually has solar panels on it, so I haven't seen an electric. But my house is current. I don't live in it. It's vacant. But it is that time for lads to do something.
Is it that time already? Jeez, we have so much fun doing this show, and time just slips away.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I tell you, I hate when that happens, but of course, it's just one of those things that come with the territory. Comes with the territory. Time to tell you all about that wonderful NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app. Available out there in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store for all your electronic devices. If you want to take us with you on the go, when you go, or wherever you go, you can get your hands on the Shroud of the Avatar app, and you can read the NBNN Daily Britannian 7 days a week. You can subscribe and get it in your inbox. You can check us out on YouTube. You can read the forums. You can listen to the podcast. You can tune in live on the radio. You can shop the marketplace. You can come on in and join us in Discord, or you can check out the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, brought to you today by Uprint.
Yeah, that's right. That Shroud of the Avatar community calendar
is where we're getting our
2,000
stickers for South by Southwest.
Where you can click on the calendar button. It will take you to that community calendar, which is a Google public calendar that Laz has aggregated all of the available Google public calendars that he knows about related to Shroud of the Avatar. And if you have one,
you guys have told
or
me about
if you want to add events to the calendar that Laz created for the community called the Shroud Community Calendar, You just need to email that guy, news@nbnn.info, and eventually he'll do something with it, and I will end up reading off said events if they ever show up. Don't forget the community calendar is Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time. NBNN is not responsible if events do not happen as scheduled on the calendar. We have no control of
That is absolutely correct.
Disclaimer.
Monday through Fridays, 12s and 6s around the clock. Two idiots interpret the news on Radio Free Britannia, so you don't have to, on a little show called Lunch with us.
With these guys. That's right.
Yes. At 7 p.m., actually, I should say at 6 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Selith is going to be going faster and louder.
Louder.
At 7 o'clock, Kays and Phoenix Fire and Malhari are supposed to be in-game doing the Phoenix Republic PvE nights and going exploring all kinds of different scenes. But you know what definitely will be happening at 7 p.m. is on Radio Free Britannia, and that's the 70s at 7. Temper Tam today is going to be taking place on Avatar's Radio at 10 p.m. And the final event of the evening is also at 10 p.m., but it's on Radio Free Britannia. And that is the Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this Tour to Thursday, March 1st, in Shroud of the Avatar.
Avatar. That's right. Alrighty, yeah, coming that time of the day, and of course, gotta love this portion because this is where we tell you about all the great stuff going on and all our sponsors, and where you can get your hands on some really great stuff. Well, we already told you that several times today, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. The Airy Fund, again, bringing you some great rewards. The Merits guys bringing you some great interactive rewards. What is that? Oh, is that the
Team Avatar, man?
Team Avatar shirt. Yeah, I ain't got one of those.
Yeah, so someone's got one.
Uh-huh.
Someone did the marathon.
Someone got up
although
early
I did the 5K.
He wore flip-flops.
Did he? That does not surprise me.
I was planning on doing it, but I did not. Instead, I wore a pair of shoes that did weird things. But I should have done the 5K in flip-flops. I would have been the only one doing it.
You're watching NBNN right here on NBNN.info, in replays on YouTube, or live on twitch.tv/Genesis or twitch.tv/NBNN News. And, of course, we are here 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. So we thank you for watching and joining. If you want to support us, go to any of the links that I've mentioned, and you can use the donate links there, or you can go out to patreon.com/NBNN and become a monthly supporter, and you can get your hands on some digital and physical rewards depending on your pledge levels out there. Of course, we're kicking off the month of March with the Ripple Effect. You too can now get your hands on these classy cloaks and mugs. The mug is also a light source, and you're going to be helping support bringing drinking water to needy areas throughout the world. The Ripple Effect starts with just a little ripple, and of course the effect of gamers helping gamers out there in the world is just absolutely amazing. TheAiryFund.org on the forums for the latest, and we'll be keeping you updated with the latest news right here on NBNN. Coil More Wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you're looking for custom wood, Arius Coilmore is the guy you want to check out, and he'll make your custom wand or stave however you like. Scrota's Music Service, if you're looking to have an event or you just want a bard to wander around behind you, Scrota's Music Service is the place to go, and he will get you taken care of. The BMC wants you to come on down and check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove is located in the Quell region right next to the town of Exeter, and all the vendors are competitively priced with the same market prices for all your crafting goods and needs, located next to the Elysium and Exeter mines for your mining convenience as well. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, if you're looking for hats, if you're looking for patches, if you're looking for the elusive NBNN I love this shit bumper sticker, you want hoodies, you want glassware, coinage, comic books, all sorts of Shroud related stuff, go to relicsbyriddle.com and you can get your hands on all sorts of terrific swag. If you want to save a little bit of money, mention us. Use the promo code NBNN when you check out at relicsbyriddle.com, and you'll save 10% when you check out. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in news and entertainment around the clock, 24 hours a day, right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And last but not least, our favorite sponsor out there, ShroudMarketplace.com, where you too can get your virtual freak on and get all the vendable goods that you need inside Shroud of the Avatar. Or you can sell your goods, and Jack's going to tell you all about it.
You know what? Over 100 different vendors.
Over 100 vendors.
Different players registered for Shroud.
Might only be 101 vendors, but it's
sell
over
their
100.
Yeah. But each one of those vendors is a different player who's responsible for setting their own prices, maintaining their own price inventory, and putting their stuff up for sale on Shroud Marketplace. So you end up with a Dragon Bone Throne price war.
The price
where
wars.
I love it just because it's so awesome. But if you end up looking at Shroud Marketplace, you can find anything from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, teleports, recall scrolls from this guy and from that guy. You can even find, you know what? If you're looking for those expired add-on store items, those pledge rewards, those telethon rares that you've missed, tameable pets, you can find it all on Shroud Marketplace, including services. A service out there is going to be Jim's cheese sign writing. Not only is it out there, we are also the proud owners of some of Wolfdom's shop's favorite best work ever, because we have the cheesiest sign ever over on my lot, which says
cheesiest writing ever.
Love
That's
the shit.
right.
I know.
I
it's
love
like it's
this
on
shit.
my lot,
That's right.
right
It's
over
great
there.
stuff.
You can see that demonstration of what they're doing over at Wolfdom's shop for the cheese sign writing. You can, if you need some help with leveling your character, there's several people offering their leveling services, from Mouse Power Hour to Armelian's Golden Mord with the 500k Adventurer boost. If you need some help with your pet quests, you can find that. You can find some GM mining runs. You can find soda design services. You can find Scrota's music service, where $5 gets you
anything you want.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that wedding in just a couple of minutes, because you know
we only got a couple of minutes, so
we've got a couple minutes.
That's about it. Yeah, and I've got a dog here busting my balls. Shut up!
She wants to get out of there.
No, she can't get off her window seat, which she gets off of every day, and then wants to bust my balls.
Yeah. You know what's so awesome about Shroud Marketplace? Besides the fact that you could just click on that register for an account, and then you can buy the stuff. It's like there's that system where you can actually review transactions. So that way, it's not like the forums where they say only positive stuff. You can put anything you want on there, and you can see it's like some people have a few ratings, some people have lots of ratings, and you can actually sit there and review your ratings. You can review that transaction, because you know what? Most of the vendors get stuff delivered within an hour of being purchased. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to coordinate that massive delivery of, like, you're buying that ore and stuff. That takes time, because you have to hump that all the way across the world and then go on.
That's right. And don't forget.
And you have that wedding service. Some dude's offering a wedding service on Shroud Marketplace.
If I can find the right tab, which I think is no longer where it's supposed to be. So let's go scroll through the 100+ vendors, so we can get down to weddings and more. not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched in game, or you're looking for those telethon rewards in whole sets, of course, minus emotes. I can't trade you those emotes because they're not teachable, but I've got all the latest telethon bundles right here on Shroud Marketplace, as well as custom weddings and more. If you're looking for ether vibration amplifiers like the ones I wear, I got them. You're looking for in-game pets, I got them. You're looking for all sorts of stuff, come see me, Laz, because I get you all taken care of. Over 14 locations throughout the world to get your hands on goodies, not just weddings. We got game gold, we got houses, we got virtual wearables, we've got wedding services, you name it. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. Weddings and More by Laz.
That's right. And shroudmarketplace.com, the best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And it's that time again where we have to say
past that
some
time.
people are more awesome than others, especially those that
We love
donate.
you guys.
And yet, you know what? We do love each and every one of you that sit there and watch us live in replays or listen on the radio. We couldn't do the show without you guys. So thank you from the bottoms of our
That's
hearts.
right. We love you guys. And of course, we'll be back with more right here on NBNN tomorrow with the Weekend Roundup. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.